Good morning, I'm here. I didn't have time to make my video at home. I was getting food and breakfast ready, trying to have a really good meal before I come in. This is cycle 5 of 6, so almost done. I got my flannel, I got my lemon quilt, thank you Crystal, quilting phenomenon for that gift. I love bringing it, it's so comfy. Got food, water, got a medicine plan, a side effects plan, a food plan, a neuropathy vitamin protocol, which is working very well, and a pain management plan for next week, and fine-tuning that with my doctor today. Still integrative, and after chemo is over, the integrative care will change a little bit more for long-term healing, creating my body as an environment where things like this can't exist. Thank you for your support, everyone. Thank you so much. It has made all the difference. Good morning. I haven't made a video in a little while. Well, actually, I have made some videos, but I haven't put them together, and they're not ready yet. There's something to announce. But here I am with my littlest. Want to say hi? This room's full of fun right now. Been well played in. Wanna go this way? A little on the floor, huh? Like, look, who's that?
Me.
It's you! And you wanna stack those? You want me to help? Okay, I'm coming. Yeah. What do you want to stack it up so you can knock it down? Okay. Do you want to knock it down? I'm recording. Want to say hi?
Hi.
So I am currently in chemo week of round 5 of 6. And I am working on my video from the 4th cycle. I took some video over several days, and I went to Moffitt, and we had like a little 4-day trip and did some updates on, what was going on. And some of that needs to be communicated to people that are in my personal life before I put that on social media. So that's coming soon. But it's been a while since I made a video, so I thought I'd just put a short one up to kind of update you about where things are. I look like I'm ready to go somewhere, right? But this is the bag that's connected to my port right here. And I'm on day 4 of cycle 5. Tomorrow the bag comes off, I get my last drip, and then the Neulasta injector is placed. Saturday, I'll get Neulasta, and Sunday, I start taking Percocet. So cycle 3, I didn't have any pain medication. I didn't really know that I would have pain, and that was a tough cycle. And I had several days of really bad pain kind of flowing down my arms and legs. And that distracted from other pain in my body. And when I talked to my doctor, I said, I think I just need something at night. I couldn't sleep because the pain would wake me up, particularly pain in my knees. And when I talked to him, he said, okay, do you want Oxy? And I was like, I don't want to go too strong. And I don't know anything about painkillers really, except, I get that some can be addictive, and I want to be careful about that. But I said I had Percocet in the hospital and it worked, and he said, well, we'll just do Percocet then. And so Percocet is Tylenol and oxycodone. And so for some pain, the Tylenol kicks in really quickly. Like if I have a headache, it'll be gone in like 30 minutes. But for the pain that I didn't know I had, wasn't aware of because the pain in my arms and legs was distracting from it. There's like an internal pain that I don't really know how to explain. I don't know if pain's the right word, but discomfort doesn't come close enough to what it is. But the Percocet takes care of it. It definitely takes like 90 minutes to get to that from the time that I take the Percocet. So this time around, I asked him, is it safe for me to take the Percocet twice a day for 7 days? And he said, I think the benefits outweigh the risk of you becoming addicted. He said, you understand how it works, and you're not gonna be addicted. And I'm not. I'm definitely not. Because when I took it the last time, I thought, why do people get addicted to this? I can't. The only thing I could think of is for somebody with chronic pain, they could become addicted to the pain relief. And I think they build resistance, so that would be bad because then they'd have to take more of it. But anyway, I'm not a person who wants to stay on anything at all. So I can definitely appreciate its use, and I'm grateful for it because it made me way more comfortable on cycle 4, and I will be even more comfortable on cycle 5 and 6. And that's it. I'll be done by Christmas. And, you know, the journey's not over just because chemo ends. And chemo is bad for the body. It really is, and has, for some people, lifelong consequences. And will certainly be something that I'm going to be detoxing not too quickly because the organs are tired. But I'm working with a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine in Sarasota, Renee, and he has 16 years of experience with this. And so, from day one, I knew that he was going to take good care of me, and he made it clear that after the chemo, we detox the chemo. I was like, good, I'm glad, because I don't know anything about what's about to happen. At this point, it's crazy. It is like, cycle 1, everything's still a mystery. You don't know what's going to happen. I'm not even, it's only been a couple of months, and I already feel like so much has been learned. And I don't even know, just, gosh, stuff that I'll share in another video. But let's just say that there's been divine arrangement through this whole thing, and it will continue. There are a lot of changes happening, and some of it might seem obvious, like I haven't been working, so that's a change. But what I mean is my future is unfolding, not just mine, but my family's, and things are being revealed to us. And even though there's still a lot of mysterious details, we know that good things are coming. And I will share about that in another video. So there's 2 videos that I want to make. One is how I have seen a divine hand in all of this and how it has shown up. And also, and that ties into the other video of knowing that our future is being laid out for us. And if we will just listen to the subtle messages, we'll know exactly what to do. And so that has been happening. I do think that I will be back to classroom teaching in January. My semester starts late January, which will give me a month after. So like I consider my chemo cycle to be 3 weeks. The week I get chemo, and then 2 weeks after that, because that's how the cycle has gone. And I know how I feel in that 3rd week, and I'm feeling better every day. So if I get into a 4th and 5th and 6th week, I know that there will be improvements. And of course, with Dr. Renee helping me strengthen organs and things like that. But I don't think I'll be able to teach a full day. And my classes are 4 hours long, so I think I could probably do 2 classes a week and just do a half day, like a morning would be best for me because my energy gets low in the evening. And that'll be nice to get back to that. And I also teach my own classes, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. I know that I'll be teaching those, but I just don't know what that looks like. And there's just some other stuff too that's initiated but not fully underway yet, and I'll share about that. And I'll say that even though chemo sucks, I'm really looking forward to some things. And there's some times where it's hard to look forward past like getting chemo. Like I'm a part of this lymphoma group, and I just read the title, and it says something like lymphoma support group, but there's a tagline that says no one fights alone, and I was like, no one should fight alone. This is not something that anybody should do alone. And there's a lot of people out there who are not physically alone, but they're very alone because their families and the people, the caring for them, or the people they need to take care of them, just they can't understand what's going on with the patient. And that's not just for cancer. That's for people with Lyme disease and Epstein-Barr and all these things that are they affect the body in bizarre ways. Anything that affects the nervous system is going to be just, you don't know what's going to happen with it, And chemo definitely affects the nervous system. And Lyme disease itself and Epstein-Barr affect the nervous system. And so people's bodies do weird things. and they can't tell anybody. Sometimes it's invisible. Some of the symptoms are invisible. And then sometimes family members expect that person to just keep doing what they've been doing. And so everybody's impacted by a diagnosis, you know. And when I say diagnosis, I think, you know, I mean more than the common cold. And people handle it in very different ways. My friend and I talked years ago about wish there was a handbook. And we talked about how, you know, it would be hard to create a handbook for not just the patient, but people around them. And then do people, you know, not everyone would be drawn to the handbook, and that's okay too, but there would be some people, something that just helps them understand. Like, you don't have to understand what the patient's going through to offer compassion. You don't have to know what it's like. But I'll tell you something that's interesting that's happening. There's certain people that I engage with, I know they've been through something. A friend of mine, her mom had cancer and was treated. And I remember Chrissy told me about that, and then I had forgotten about it. And we went over and saw them. And as soon as her mom saw me, I didn't remember that I knew. It was like as soon as her mom saw me, the way that she engaged just through eye contact, I was like, she had cancer. And then we talked about it. And then later I was like, oh yeah, you know, you mentioned that to me, that she had cancer. And I was like, it's interesting because the way she greeted me, I knew. And I had forgotten that we had that conversation. And I'm not the only one that this happens to. And there's a way that people who have been through something are. I don't know what it is exactly, but some kind of knowing happens over here. At least a few times so far, but I have a feeling that it will be more. Anyway, there's so much. Oh gosh. I'm going to stop here for now, and I'm going to just put this little video together and share it with you. Thank you for watching. I love you. May your life be wonderful.